Hello to anybody who is tuning in right at this very moment and getting my awkward close-up.
Is it again?
Yet?
Huh?
Almost. Keep playing it and hold on, let me see. No, not that part.
Oh, I'm playing the fourth part.
Ah. Oh, okay, that's what that is. And that's where you lose me. For anybody that's wondering what's going on right here, he's learning this tune by reading the music, and I'm learning it by listening to him practice it all the freaking time. It drives him crazy when I do that, so of course I love doing it.
Yes. I suppose I should sign in myself so I can see things.
Yep, that's what I'm Bill's here.
Bill?
Bill's here. Okay. Along with 6 other silent people.
Yes. Well, that's okay if they're silent. You
Well,
know,
two of those are technically us.
Well, I just barely signed in, so you know.
And I watched the little thing tick from 6 to 7. So.
Oh well, so you know it was me.
That is good. Forgot it was
Isn't that
good.
great? And it was time to drink it because it's getting a little oldish.
Crowlers
Oh,
last up to a month. What did you bring?
it's pretty close to a month. Oh, it's just a read.
A what? A reed?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. A drone
It's
read.
fine.
It's only, $50. 40
Yeah,
bucks.
for one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome. It's Monday. So much of my life is talking over bagpipes.
What? We can't hear you.
Exactly. Hey, William's here too. Let's just have a chit chat while they're just playing with each other. God, that sounded terrible. You know, you'd think they didn't live together and that they never saw each other. It's like, oh, hey, let's sit down. We both got our canters.
Fine.
So, in case you missed the description of what's happening, Steve's playing a tune he memorized and learned, and Gillian is just playing it because she's heard him play it. Don't even know if she's ever looked at the music for that.
Like twice.
Twice, yeah. Oh.
That part. Yep. Almost got it.
Almost got it.
Almost got it. Keep.
About the time I get it down to competition level, you'll have it just as good as me.
Yep.
Oh, you see, it's really funny.
Luckily for you, I already have a competition jig, so I won't be stealing that one from you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Huh.
We need to have our own tunes every so often. What's up?
Well, we do. Oh, you know, I was just going to, share this on my page, but, you know. There we go. Oh, dear. What happened?
What?
What happened? See, we lost somebody.
You lost somebody?
Yeah, they are not gonna play. They're not gonna play with us. Play with us. What is that?
That's Drew James Macintosh.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one with the. I love that part.
Oh God, I don't. It's like so arrhythmic to me. Like it's like you got like this whole jig flow going, and then all of a sudden it's just like ba ba da ba ba. I'm like, what? No,
It's cool on the drum.
Well, yeah, all you do is go ba ba da ba da ba da ba da. Like you don't have to do
what
shit.
I do because what I do is I have to go up, 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 and only to hit it on the upstroke on the
Oh,
and that means I've
upstroke.
got to be exactly in the right place because I have to have gone down just before that. It's tricky.
Drums.
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 You're gonna get a sip of that beer since it's mine.
Oh, Lord. So, today, this afternoon we started talking about, we said, oh wait, we haven't decided what we're going to play.
I don't know what day it is.
It's Monday.
I figured
It's been that kind of a weekend. Well, you know, first of all, okay, for anyone who was wondering, I know we got a lot of messages about it. Hurricane Laura passed right past us.
Yep,
no
we
problem.
were fine.
Like we
Yep.
were 200 miles east.
Getting some
Right.
rain, but like our garden's happy.
Yes,
The swamp eels in our pond, I'm sure, are happy.
we have swamp eels in our pond.
We've named them Hal and Shylock for
Yes.
reasons that are funny.
Well, because Hal hangs out in the shallows.
So he's Shallow Hal.
And Shylock, because we rarely see him because he's shy and it's Shakespeare.
Yep. And Shakespeare is a dear personal friend of ours.
And
so.
we're nerds.
No.
Yeah.
What? No. Isn't that nonsense coming out of her mouth?
So, anyway, today we're going to play one of our favorite tunes called Steam Train to Melee.
Because we didn't have to practice it because we already knew it. So whenever at 2 o'clock we said, wait, what are we going to play? We can fall back on that.
And people like it.
And also people like it. And we've gotten a few requests for it already, so
Yes.
might as well.
It's a complex tune. And so we thought we might break it down for you. I'm wondering, should we play part of it on pipes first and then...
I think we should just go ahead and play the whole thing, and then we can break it down,
And then we can play it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works because it's real complicated. So
Also,
a lot of
Bill-
things going on at the same time.
Bill, what do you mean it's the end of August? You're a filthy liar. I know you are. There's no way. There's no way it's the end of August.
If
What?
that was the end of August,
No.
that would be August 31st. And it's
No,
absolutely
that is not. No,
It's
will.
September 1st today.
I will not accept that. Don't confuse me any more than I'm already confused.
It's like
Ah,
where
sorry I
the-
called you a liar, Bill. But like, oh my god.
like spring happened and then it's almost summer, but I don't even remember spring starting. It's just weird.
I know April
Or
was a
summer
weird
starting.
time. Like I remember April like it was 3 years ago because April was when all of this COVID stuff first started, and I remember waiting to see if the bagpipe competition on April 4th was going to be canceled or not.
Right.
Like they were still going up until the very last minute. And like my birthday was in April, I was gonna celebrate it at my favorite brewery, but they were forced to close down because of the COVID. And like, oh man. And then we started hand washing with Haggis Rampant, and now we're doing this.
For 60 days. in a
God,
row.
yeah, that was such a weird time. Anyway, let's play some music. They've listened to us talk
Yep.
for almost 10 minutes. Well, 8 minutes. 8 minutes now. Oh good, you got your drum.
I'm ready.
Oh, we do have 10 viewers now, 10 whole viewers.
Oh, wow. Hey, welcome, welcome.
I mean, there might be some kids, so like that would be like, you know, a few half viewers there, but they could add up.
Kids
They could-
count.
Kids count.
They
Kids
could
like
add up to whole viewers.
kids like bagpipes.
Yes, because they're loud.
Yep.
Okay, who hasn't had a haircut since this whole thing started?
Me.
I
Me.
had a haircut since October of last year.
You had a face cut.
I did. I had a face cut right here. This year at fair, if we open, I'm gonna be called Scarface.
Okay, I
I'm
like
sure they'll think of something more clever than that.
it. Maybe someone will think of a movie. So this is a tune, if you're not already familiar with it, where I get to play my bass drum, and it's fun. I opted for the smaller drum because I've been competing so much. I haven't played the smaller drum much. My Irish drum.
Hold up, Bill. What's your birthday? Mine's April 2nd. What day of April is yours? I'm curious now. Let's see how close we are. Because I have people, I think, oh, April's, 30 days. That's 30, however many days. 30 or 31?
30.
30, yeah. I was right the first time. But I have, 2 or 3 friends that are on, the 3rd and the 4th and the 1st and, all of that. So, if you're at the beginning of the month, woo!
Hey,
You know the
Shoshi!
rhyme.
Shoshi?
Hi, Shoshi!
Shoshi!
Kiss!
Hey.
Mwah!
Ah, I miss that woman.
I know. We're in your room, Shoshi.
We are. We've remodeled it. You never came back.
I know. Is that why?
We
Maybe
built
it is.
bookshelves.
You liked it better as the garage.
That's right.
Anyway, I'm going to do my intro now if you're ready,
East
Mom.
wing.
Well,
East wing.
sure.
Not the garage. It's the east wing.
No, liked it better when it was the garage.
Considering how long it's been since we played that tune.
It's okay. We can
Also
Okay,
considering
nice.
how often we play that, it is one of
play
my
it in our
favorites.
Yeah.
sleep.
We worked hard to get that up to the point where it was.
Yeah.
So, before we break it down, I'd like to talk just a moment about the tune. It's a modern tune, more modern than
Absolutely.
Steam Trains. However, it was written by a woman from Dundee, Scotland. Her name is Mary Ann McKinnon. And she writes a lot of tunes like that. There's another suite like that, something about the Misty Isles, maybe?
The baby. I don't
Right.
remember. I don't remember.
Very
We haven't
popular
learned that
stuff, for obvious reasons. We just recently realized, however, she wrote this tune about the steam train to Malek. It's an actual steam train that takes a trip to Malek in Scotland. I don't remember where it starts.
One of the isles. It's
Yes.
on one of the islands.
So, when I looked it up recently, I
I
realized,
forgot about that.
right?
Yeah.
That's
oh,
why I
this is
said
good.
magical.
Yes.
The steam train to Malek is the train Is it the train itself, or is it just the...
It's the train itself.
Yes, it's the train that is the Hogwarts Express.
It's the train to Hogwarts, guys.
It is. And when you see that in the Harry Potter movies, I don't know if any of you have seen the Harry... So there were some movies...
Based on a series of books?
Yes, about a kid who became a wizard.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
Really obscure. Hardly anybody's heard of them. I don't know why they got movies made out of them.
So many movies. And when you see it in the movies, there's this part where the train, it's a steam train, and it's going over this tall bridge, and, you know, in the middle of nowhere. That's what this song was written about, this tune.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a Harry Potter tune.
They should have used it in the soundtrack for the movies. Well, when they call us, we know things.
We do.
Maybe the tune wasn't written before the first movie?
Where was it written?
I don't know the answer to that.
I don't either.
Oh, I think it was, hey Mary!
And yes, Shoshi, this is the garage. We did a little bit of remodeling in case you haven't noticed.
Oh yeah, and William, he didn't quite hear it. It's Harry Potter. P-O-T-T-E-R.
But like a guy that like makes pots and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just
Weird
a common kind of a name.
Nasty common sort of name, Harry.
It is Harry. Something
Harry,
about a
yeah.
scar.
Yeah.
You know, I shouldn't bring this up, but I'm gonna. Speaking of movies,
Movie.
just want to say, you know, they filmed the latest Bill and Ted in New Orleans.
Oh, God.
She is salty AF, y'all.
I am not as salty as Gillian is.
Yeah. I'm like maximum salty.
Haggis Rampant.
Yes.
Look.
All right, finish the salty
Yes.
part.
Okay, so anyway, some guy calls Steve, says, hey,
Some guy messages us on Instagram.
yes.
Which I get this message when I am in an airport about to fly to New York City to spend time with a friend of mine. Alright. I forward the message to him. You know, basically something like, bagpipers, we have a really cool opportunity for y'all. I'm like, okay, whatever. He's the dude. In case y'all aren't aware of this, if you need bagpipers for anything, he's the dude. Contact him.
If you need to learn how to play bagpipes
Yeah.
in this area, in New
So,
Orleans
Or
area.
if you need to look like you know how to play.
Which, yes. So, he gets in touch with Homeboy on Instagram. Turns out that he is working on the production of the new Bill and Ted movie, and Keanu Reeves was supposed to look like he was playing bagpipes, and they wanted a bagpiper to come on set and show him how to appear like he's playing bagpipes. So we get this whole thing like kind of set up. I'm already salty because I know I'm going to be in New York for a week. But, you know, there's delays and stuff, so I'm thinking maybe I'll get my shot. I get back home, hasn't happened yet, continues to not happen.
The guy says that he had talked to several people, and Steve said, and it sounds self-serving, but really it's true. He says, you need me.
He's the teacher.
And he's the one that knows how to make it look like someone. Just because you play, no matter how well you play, doesn't mean that you can make it look like someone knows how to play. He's done this kind of thing. So, long story short, they just picked a name off their list of pipers, called a piper that hadn't, from my understanding, picked up pipes in a while, and didn't even bring pipes with them when they came to the thing. So as far as we know, there was no bagpipe sequence in the movie.
But if there is, and it sucks, just know how much better it could have been.
Also, Gillian could have met Keanu Reeves.
I could have met Keanu Reeves, you guys! Like, I'm so mad.
I know.
I'm so mad.
When you say I'm salty about it.
Okay, you're salty, I'm mad.
Okay.
Like, there's...
It's true.
Yeah, I'm not really bothered by it at all.
Yeah, you would
Because if he sucks, then nobody can say Steve taught him.
That is true.
And I guarantee that it's going to suck. If they have a sequence that's not going to be pretty.
Hey, David, you're late.
It would be okay, though, if I had gotten to meet Keanu Reeves. Look, all I need...
Yes.
All I need is one introduction into Hollywood so that I can befriend some actor or actress that just wants a person to bring with them on the red carpet, and then I can wear all the fancy shit.
Your aunt went on a date with Kevin Bacon.
I know.
No, she never dated him.
They were friends.
So they
were
went
friends.
they went together to a party.
Yeah,
That
a
aunt
group
is
of them.
now dead.
Well, yeah, but so
Just saying.
channel her.
You met John Cusack?
I did meet John
Yeah.
Cusack. We didn't hit it off. What can I say? He was a very nice man. He was
So-
a very, very nice
He was
man.
very
That's,
busy. And
that's
took
a,
time
that's
out.
a story for another
You
time,
know-
though. We
you
can't
know-
tell all our good stories
You know,
right now.
I think you know somebody who, like,
We know
Oh
an
no!
actress.
Shoshi and
know
I
an
have
actress.
talked about this because her boyfriend was the dude. I don't know if any of y'all are Avatar: The Last Airbender fans, but that episode, Legend, oh my god, the Kyoshi Warrior episode. Anyway, he wrote that. It was great, and I was gonna try and get them to, set me up with somebody, but that hasn't happened yet. So like. I'm having a day.
You
y'all.
are.
Y'all need to stop
Such a
letting
day.
me talk. Why are you letting me talk?
I don't know. So let's talk about
I love you,
the
Shoshi.
tune.
Not just because you're potentially going to be famous.
So let's talk about the tune. This bagpipe tune
Music.
is not a tune that just has harmonies. For the non-musicians of you, a harmony is if one person is playing a note or singing a note, and another one plays a note at the same time, of the same duration, but a different note that somehow is pleasing together. So a lot of times you'll hear, when we're playing harmonies, with bagpipes, you'll hear two notes at the, well, more than two because of the drums. But anyway, we'll do different things to make it interesting. Sometimes you make it fancy, like when we play Scotland the Brave. We'll go, well,
We can just do it.
Gillian will do what we call the
Um,
diddlies.
Yeah, so...
That's not part of the tune.
Right. But how boring would it be if we just did...
You may as well have only one piper.
Right. What's the point?
Right, because you guys sound exactly the same.
How
So,
dare you insult me like
I'm
that?
so sorry.
She's
So,
never going to be that good.
Steam Train to Malik is tough because it's got, why am I telling this? Arpeggios.
I don't know why you're doing it. You started talking about it. And I wasn't going to interrupt you.
So, right, when you think of that tune, that's not what you think of. Yeah, play just the tune. Family.
Stanley.
Family. No,
Family.
Bill's just noticing our family's wobbling.
Yes.
Oh.
Anyway, so that's the actual tune. That bum 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 ba ba da ba da. But as you can probably tell, that's not super interesting to listen to.
Until you
So
put,
I don't
well,
know.
the other part is not super interesting either without the first part.
Oh, yeah.
Right. What do you mean? It's more fancy. It's more complicated.
But it's not very musical.
Yeah. But then when you put them together. And so on. So it's definitely it is a very modern tune. Bagpipe tunes are not often written like this.
That's
Most of the
that's something that started in the 70s and 80s for the most
yeah,
part.
most of the seconds that we play the harmonies, we have to write ourselves.
When we talk about recent bagpipes versus older bagpipes, we're talking things that started in the 60s, 70s, and 80s and carried into the 90s and to now. That's recent. 60 years is recent. The instrument's over 5,000 years old.
It's in the Bible.
And awful, yeah. History records that Nero fiddled while Rome burned. However, there are other translations that say that Nero piped while Rome burned. Now, he didn't play our kind of pipes. Ours originated in the British Isles. But every country in Europe had their own set of bagpipes once upon a time. I saw a PBS special that showed more than 30 sets of pipes actually being played.
One that looks like it's an actual goat under your arm. It's really
Yeah.
not.
The
'Cause-
Bulgarian ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It was really cool.
If you want a group that plays, So the two most common that you'll see are the Great Highlands, which we play, and then the Uilleann pipes, or Uilleann, or...
Gillian pipe.
I've heard lots of different pronunciations from various snobby people that all think they're right. The Irish bagpipes, which are Gaelic. It's a Gaelic spelling, so it's very hard to pronounce if you don't know what you're talking about. But like you hear that river dance, fun fact, in Braveheart, you see Great Highland bagpipes, but you hear the Irish bagpipes. But if you want something different from that, it's a group called Vogelmut that plays German bagpipes.
Yes.
They performed at the Louisiana Festival one
Yeah.
time, and we had great fun having them there because that was the year that we got to advertise ourselves as the quiet bagpipe group. The quiet bagpipes.
Those German pipes are
They're
so loud.
so loud. They're so cool, though. I kind of want to say, honestly.
We play at 100 decibels, 120 decibels. With two together, it's 123 decibels. The Vogelmut bagpipes, those German pipes, were probably 130, 132.
Yeah, they're a lot more nasally too. Very interesting sound. Definitely check out Vogelmut at some point. Like they're a lot of fun. They have a lot of drums. You know,
They
they
very
do
loud drums.
they do like that kind of tribal bagpipe thing, but they're fun.
Without the tattoos and the dirt.
Yes.
and the things that aren't kilts.
Yes. By the way, Quinn supports our theory. He says that the fiddle wasn't actually invented until about 1,000 years after Nero.
Ah,
Right.
wow.
So it is unlikely that Nero fiddled while Rome burned. However, I'm going to go with bagpipes.
yes.
And let's just say that he was not a bad piper. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Well, the earliest known set of pipes like we played is from somewhere between 500 and 800 years ago.
Right.
And at that time, they only had two drones, the long one and the short one. And around the turn of the 1900s, it caused quite a stir because Scots and pipers in particular are incredibly territorial about their traditions. They added the third drone. And the
Almost a
argument
war over that.
the argument was that there's no reason for a third drone
I know.
except to make them louder. And the other side said,
Exactly.
yeah,
What's your point?
it's an instrument of war, okay? So,
We need to
Anyway.
be heard. I did a science fair project on the sound of bagpipes when I was in
You're in high school, I think.
I think I was in high school. I made it all the way to the state competition. I had no
Middle-
idea what I
middle
was
school.
talking about.
you were middle school.
Oh, it was
Oh,
middle school.
yeah, because I was in 8th grade and they wouldn't let me go past state because I wasn't old enough. You had to be a high schooler to go past state, which I always was very angry about. Not that I actually knew anything about acoustics. I just had a friend who knew a lot about
Physics.
acoustics. And he told me all the things to say. I didn't actually understand any of it, but the thing was, neither did the judges. So I just looked really impressive and really smart.
I learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but you were also not an 8th grader.
That's true.
I took an acoustic class in college, didn't understand it then either, though. Maybe it was just not my thing.
Maybe so. Maybe you're just not that smart.
Yes.
Well, that would make me your daughter.
And hey, Weston. By the way, playing bagpipes while things burn. And if you heard another one of our Monday Music Monday episodes, we talked about a pibroch called The Flaming Wrath of Squinting Patrick, in which the guy wrote a pibroch while listening to the screams of the people who were dying because he had locked them all in their houses and set the village on fire. It was a revenge
As
thing.
you do.
As you do.
You're very Scottish.
Yes. So,
All right, guys.
And
It's we need to hurry this along. It's 4:30.
oh my goodness.
Already.
We're having a lot of fun talking.
Quinn is a font of information. We
He usually
actually
is.
do play simple gifts on the bagpipes. It's a
We've got
wonderful tune.
Hold on.
Hold on, hold on. What? For
Uh-huh.
simple gifts?
Yes.
Oh, we could do it on pipes.
I have to sight read it. Yeah, we
Okay.
could do it on pipes, but... That was so fast.
It was fast.
So that's actually another harmony that's very interesting, because usually we just play notes that sound nice together, but this one, I mean, you all know the tune is Simple Gift, so this harmony is like... Yeah, it's like it's all over the place. It's a lot of fun though. I need to rememorize this.
Yeah. Well, we
It'd be a
played
good Christmas
Hole in
tune.
the Bag has really interesting harmonies. and
Yep,
we've
written by a
played-
friend of ours, so it's a modern
We've played
tune.
that, yeah.
But yeah, so also fun fact about Steam Train. I don't know how many of y'all that are that know the tune as we play it know this. There's a third part.
Yeah.
This tune is written for 4 pipers.
Mm-hmm.
2 to play the part that I usually play, the lead melody, so it doesn't get drowned out, and then the other 2 are playing harmonies. So hold on,
Where'd my book go?
it's over there.
Is it empty?
Yes. A Crowler has 2 pints in it. Anyway, so like the arpeggio. So play the arpeggio just a little bit slower. So basically you have 2 people doing that, and then the other person going, So it's actually a very cool thing. We have another piper, a student of his, that has learned the third part, fourth part.
One of the other parts.
Yeah, the part
Piper.
that
Piper.
we don't play.
Piper 4.
And we've been trying to work it out with him at the Renaissance Festival. Unfortunately, he has a very important position as the guy that does the whiskey tasting,
Yep.
and it's hard to pull him away sometimes. But it'll happen eventually and soon. Craig is here. Well, since Craig is here, we should probably play it again.
Well, we're
Oh,
going to, we should probably, before we do that, we should say something about what we're drinking.
Oh, we didn't even do that part.
I know.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm just gonna go take a nap, y'all. Like,
Nah, it's okay, we're almost done. You can take a nap right here, they'll just
I'm
watch.
gonna take a nap right here.
Okay.
So what are y'all drinking?
Gillian and I are sharing a crowler of Good Grief, which is a peanut butter porter made by Miel Brewery in New Orleans. We had a little visit there recently, and it's just delicious. Not too strong in the peanut butter. Steve actually kind of tolerates it.
Yep.
I
But
don't
it's named
like,
after Good Grief Charlie Brown.
I love peanut butter straight out of the jar and with jelly or apple butter on sandwiches. But don't give it to me in cookies. Don't give it to me in beer.
What about
Sure.
Reese's Cups?
It took me decades to learn to like Reese's Cups.
He's the guy that those commercials that you got chocolate on my peanut butter.
Yeah.
That's
I'm that
him.
guy.
That's him.
And what are you
Actually, I'm
drinking,
the one
Steve?
who got peanut butter on my chocolate.
And what beer of Gillian's are you drinking?
I am drinking a Parlo, what is that? Beer Lab. Parlo Beer Lab.
Yeah.
You read it. I can't read it.
Shoreless Seeds and Stardust. Which, 2 fun facts about this. 1, he's already drank one of these on Music Monday a couple weeks ago. 2, the only reason he's having a second one on Music Monday is because this is mine. He took my beer.
You want it back?
No.
Anyway, it's a...
I'll give it to you in a couple minutes when I
It's
go to the bathroom.
it's fine. It's fine. It is an imperial stout ale aged in rye whiskey barrels, which, to be fair, is why he thought it was his. It's a very Steve kind of
It's a
beer.
very Steve kind of beer. I can't believe Gillian got that.
What do you mean? I
like
like
IPA.
whiskey. I like all beer. He's
Anyway.
drinking a couple of
Austin.
IPAs, and he thinks that for
You
some
know what?
reason I've
Craig
stopped giving
says
up
more
on
drums.
stouts.
This is really, really good, though.
It really, really is. That's why I bought it. I'd
And
had
that's
it.
also why I'm not giving you any more.
You know,
He owes me a beer, though. I got that out of him.
Craig is just whispering little sweet nothings to me, saying more drums, which is sad because I only have 2 hands. I need the setup that Bert has in Mary Poppins.
Yeah, with the cymbals between the knees and the bass
Yeah.
drum on
Oh,
the
that
back
thing.
and all that.
I was thinking more of like the drum cage that they had at the Celtic Woman show.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
I could get into that. So we're gonna play this or what?
It's a little bit too fast.
All right.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
you're hitting the notes wrong.
Because I don't know the part.
I know your part. What's wrong with you?
Come on, let's play it.
The timing is actually very difficult.
Cabby says that she has been following our advice and making sure she supports her local microbrewery.
Good
Yay,
girl,
Cabby.
Cabby, yeah.
One crowler. She says
I knew we liked Cabby.
She says at least one count. One. I'm sure that was
At least.
inadvertent, but it was still
Only
funny.
for one crowler.
least one crowd.
Hey, Kathy, all the way from Henderson.
Who?
Swinsboro.
Oh,
Yes.
Henderson, Nevada,
Yes.
Las Vegas.
Yes.
There is a Henderson, Louisiana.
Well, I was being vague.
Well, that's misleading.
Huh?
Nothing. Alrighty.
Okay.
And Julie.
Julie Bow.
Who is a friend of mine.
Nice.
Hi, Julie.
Let me strap on the little bass drum. What's awesome is I've got two bass drums. One big, one not so big.
And Eddie. Eddie, you're late to the party,
Eddie,
man.
what were you doing? Swimming?
That's right. If you missed this and you do for some reason want to go back and see what you missed,
This is important.
we have a YouTube channel under Haggis Rampant.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm posting these videos on that channel as we
For better or for worse.
do it. So yes, go subscribe to the channel, like the videos,
Yep.
make us famous in our own minds.
We're thinking, I'm thinking at least, about trying to do a little something to make the YouTube channel different from just Facebook and Twitter and like all the other social media that we have. To give you a reason to subscribe. But I haven't figured out what that's going to be yet. So,
You?
what?
You personally?
I mean, I'm thinking about things that we can all do.
Oh, gotcha. That would be fun.
So, fans, tell us what you would like to see. We're kind of just shooting in the dark here. So if you have opinions about what you want to hear us play or what you'd like to see on a YouTube channel or a Music Monday, let us know.
I will
Admittedly-
not belly dance.
Huh.
I will not belly
you
dance.
should have never suggested that because now someone's going to want it. Yeah, admittedly,
We have to
this
give
is
people what they want.
this is a nice little touch point for us. As you know, with the virus thing going on and everybody's routines being upended, this is like, oh yeah, Monday. Oh yeah, Monday. It's sort of
Since I still forgot that it
a
was
stable place. Okay.
More stable than any other day of the week. I'm back in school too, so that's not helping.
Whoa.
Alright, so Steam Train Shoemailing.
Ready?
A
Okay,
second
so
time.
listen for those parts. Now that you're all educated.
There's no drum solo in Steam Train Shoemailing. I was reading the comments from our loyal fans. Would you stop?
Touch my drum. Don't touch my drum.
Don't play my solo! It's my solo. You have Colin Anderson, I have this one. It's fair. Or do I have... Alright, Steam Train for real this
Can I
time.
put the drum down?
That's the little drums, not complaining.
It's really hardly even here.
big
felt
fan of
good.
music. Also, if anyone's curious, the reason that I'm doing the big stomp is because
Oh man.
I'm basically conducting.
Not the
She
big
is.
stomp.
The big
The big
stomp! And a lot of it isn't really needed anymore. It all originated whenever we first started playing this tune, and it was needed. We needed a single beat to go off of, so they'd both follow me.
Yeah.
Right.
And at some point, I'm cueing her. There's a part where the drums just cut out completely.
Right. At the end.
Like I said, it's not really needed anymore, but it's more interesting to sit there and watch me stomp than to sit there and watch me do nothing. So,
I will point out that I think that we've been not giving her enough attention.
oh really?
Yeah, because she's walking back and forth
I
in front
know,
of us
right?
now and getting in the way.
She can do
and-
Music Monday for by herself next
See what I
time.
mean? See what I mean?
Yep.
Why are you messing with my hair?
You're welcome.
Oh.
I was giving you rabbit ears.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate
The
it.
12-year-old Steve showed up today.
Oh, good. Excellent.
All right, so
Is
are
there
we
anybody
done?
we need I invite
I
you?
think we're done.
Any questions that we have to
Happy
answer?
loves it.
Yeah,
And
people.
Craig
people
loves it. Yay.
Steam Trains, that's
Um,
a good tune.
Oh gosh, Bill, yes, at the festival, I will make sure you have that shot.
Yes, we will make that happen.
What shot?
And Julie,
Oh,
it's
with
so
the
good to
drum
like
frame.
Drum frame.
virtually
Yeah.
see you. Thank you for tuning in. I think about you a lot, and I miss you. So, anyway,
Well, we look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Who's going to do the thing?
I'll do the thing.
Yeah, give him a close-up picture of your
Close-up.
poor scarlet face.
So it's a
Shoshi
picture of my
said you don't
face.
need
Yeah,
to
there
do
you go. See my
Shoshi,
my
you're
poor
amazing.
face.
thanks for tuning in, Shoshi. We do miss you a lot, all the time.
We do. We think about you lots and lots. We bought Bad Moms just so we could look at you.
We did. Shoshi's in Bad Moms. Okay, you're not hitting the button.
I'm not. Y'all still talking.